Hi everyone. As promised in the last video, today it's going to be about rule number 1. No surprises. So what is this all about? When we're doing engagements with our clients, it's all a matter of trust. Of course, we want to be OTs. We want to be on time and above client expectations. That means when we set deadlines, when we do it internally, but most importantly, when we do it with our clients, we stick to our deadlines. When we promise to do something, we do it. And we deliver it in at least the way that we promised to do it. But OTs means that we try to exceed the expectations that we have set ourselves. Now, this is all fine and good, unless and until something happens. And things will change and mistakes will happen. So what are we going to do now? And this is where rule number 1 really kicks into place. Rule number 1 means no surprises. And today I've got 5 points for you to take away and to take home, and maybe to challenge as well. 5 points what to do when things go wrong, but we want to stick to rule number 1. No surprises. So first point is communicate as soon as possible. That means to not add additional delays into your communication, and when things go wrong, when shit hits the fan, you really do not want to delay the process. So there's really no time to hide and run away from things that you have discovered. And really, most young consultants do not act fast enough. When you sense something might be off, when you think something might not happen the way it was planned, when you have the feeling that the deadline you agreed on can't be met anymore, chances are that is exactly the case. And your worry is there for a reason, and you now have to act on it responsibly. So first is, do not delay any further. Communicate as soon as you can. And please be honest about what happened. This is not the time to make up stories. This is not the time to put blame where it doesn't belong. If you are the reason things have changed or mistakes have happened, then you take the blame for it. If something else is the reason, and I don't know what happened, do not try to spin fairy tales, do not beat around the bush. Be clear and be honest about what has happened. Now, also, please offer a solution. What's going to happen now? So only telling me, oh, I'm sorry, we're going to miss the deadline because whatever unforeseen has happened, as a client, that doesn't instill trust. And you're already shaking that foundation of trust when you change plans and when you announce something has happened and something has gone wrong. So you better come up with something that I can put new trust in and that we can agree on to happen now instead of the thing that we have planned on in the first place. So please come to your clients and also your internal meeting with a plan on what is going to happen now that things have changed, now that things have gone wrong. And if you have to apologize, please do, but keep a straight back. This is not the time to go into the fetal position and ask for forgiveness. Things have gone wrong. They tend to do sometimes. Mistakes have been made, as people happen to do sometimes, even consultants. So yes, please apologize in a professional manner, but keep it straight back, because you're going to be working together for the foreseeable future. Chances are you're going to keep your engagement, you're going to keep your client, and you want to still have a sense of self-respect, and you want your client to respect you as well. So last but not least, if you can, if time allows, and whatever has happened is not so critical as that you have to alert somebody right the next minute, please first align within your team and then align with the client. So let me give you a quick example. A junior consultant on my case, fictional case of course, junior consultant has messed the calculation up in Excel, as does happen. And the first instinct of the junior consultant is to run to the client who has been working with, a controller for example, who he has been challenging numbers and figures with, and tell him all about it and say how terribly sorry he is and that he's going to fix it in no time and not to worry about it. That is one way to handle it. Another way is to come to me, the project leader, first, talk about the mistake that has happened. And now I can assess the situation. So now we can assess the situation together. And this brings a bit of air into the situation. So it gives us time to reflect quickly, but to reflect and say, okay, what really is happening here? How big a mistake is this? Who's going to be affected? And how do we want to communicate this? So for example, instead of running to our clients and saying, oh, I'm so sorry, there has been a mistake and we're going to fix it as soon as we can. Maybe it's better to say, hey, actually there has been a slight mistake in our calculations. The effect has been nothing more than 3% in one side business of this job of our project. And this has not gone into any further work in the project, so there has been no wrong conclusions drawn from this. And of course we have already fixed the mistake. Our apologies, here are the corrected figures. So, to sum up again, first of all, do communicate as soon as you can. Do not delay the process any further. Secondly, be honest and trustworthy. Actually, this is a major chance to instill trust and to form a good working relationship with your clients. If they can believe you that if something goes wrong, they will know about it and you will not sugarcoat it, that goes a long way. Third of all, offer a solution, offer something that you will be doing instead. Offer a new timeline and make sure that this then can be absolutely trusted, of course. Fourth, apologize if need be, but do not crouch. And last but not least, if you can align within your team first, and then do align with your client, that also makes sure that there are no two versions of the same story circulating, and that you can speak with your client with the same time. Alright, so this is it, my first real content video. I'm excited to get to know how you think about it, if it adds value to you, if you want to see more. And please visit KillerConsultant.com and have a nice day. Bye bye.